By 2024, LeBron James played in 54 playoff series and 287 playoff games. He's faced 24 different franchises in the postseason. One opponent stands above all the others, the Boston Celtics.
We didn't give a about LeBron. We didn't fear LeBron, and we didn't think that he can beat all five of us.
LeBron played the Celtics in 41 playoff games over 7 different series, and some of his most legendary moments happened in the TD Garden. From heartbreaking losses to game winners and 40-point triple-doubles, this is the complete history of LeBron versus the Celtics. LeBron came to the NBA in 2003, at a time when both the Cavs and the Celtics were struggling. Cleveland missed the playoffs in James's first 2 seasons, while Paul Pierce and the Celtics were only able to squeeze 2 first-round playoff exits. But despite not clashing in the playoffs, Pierce and LeBron immediately grew a distaste for each other. Pierce was considered a premier small forward in the Eastern Conference, and he saw young LeBron as a threat, disliking all the media attention that the chosen one was getting. The Truth was determined to show the rookie that he'll have to go through him if he dreams of doing something in the East. And after LeBron scored just 10 points to Paul's 19 in his first game against Pierce in Boston, LeBron erupted for 37 when the Celtics came to Cleveland, a career high at the time. However, Pierce bested him with 41 of his own, spiced up with some trash talking towards Otis Carter, Maverick Carter's dad, and someone who James considers an uncle. "Tell him to be quiet or I'll drop 50 on you," Pierce said to LeBron. During the 2004 preseason, before LeBron's sophomore campaign, Pierce and James nearly had a fight in the locker room after they clashed on the court.
Both teams were beating in the back. Guys was ready to fight. We had to hold people back like it went up from there.
And they continued to play extremely tough against each other on every occasion. In 2006, Pierce scored 50 on LeBron in a double overtime game, becoming the first Celtic since Larry Bird to score a half a century, though James had 43 and took home the win. Then, finally, in 2008, we got the long-awaited playoff matchup between LeBron and the Celtics, with their new Big Three. It was a hard-nosed, old-school series, with a lot of hard fouls and limited scoring. After both teams defended their home court in the first 4 contests, and no player scored more than 28 points in a game, LeBron exploded with 35 in a pivotal Game 5. And yet, it still wasn't enough, as Pierce scored 29 and Boston took a 3-2 series lead. Then, James forced a Game 7 with a brilliant performance in Game 6 with 32 points and 12 rebounds, and it was a prelude to one of the most legendary games of the decade. In Game 7, in Boston, Pierce and LeBron traded buckets the whole game, and James finished with 45 points, scoring nearly half of all Cleveland's points. But Pierce countered with 41 points of his own, and the Celtics escaped with a victory that would later end up with a championship. In 2010, the Celtics and the Cavs met in the Eastern semis again, and this time, Coach Doc Rivers didn't want LeBron to bully smaller defenders. He smartly assigned Pierce as the primary defender on LeBron, and even though Pierce only averaged 13 points to LeBron's 27, the Celtics and their Big